Elizabeth Stephenson is such a remarkable woman, and she always seems to have a smile that radiates so strongly and so deeply until everybody who is around her can feel her presence simply from her smile. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Elizabeth Stephenson, the wonderful, beautiful lady who's standing in the center of this photo here. And I'm really proud to present her to you, and I've had some wonderful discussions with her, and she is a tremendously talented artist, but more than an artist, she is truly a person who has a human spirit within her that reaches out to all who would listen. And then on the other side of her here, let's start with Joyce Oneko, who is from Kenya. And Joyce is the founder of Mama Nadada, which is a very well-known NGO, which is located in a village outside of Nairobi. Joyce has done tremendous work looking at the empowerment of women and girls, particularly in her village. She's done a lot looking at the issues of HIV and AIDS prevention and care, nutrition, health. Joyce, by profession, is an attorney. She is just a tremendous person, and we had an opportunity to meet her on a recent visit here in California, where she is working to raise funds for her organization, Mama Nadada. So this is Joyce Oneko. And then standing to the opposite side of Elizabeth here is Dr. Gloria Willingham-Toure, the wife of Daouda Toure. As you can see, Dr. Toure is the lady here in the black dress. She is very active herself in a number of nonprofit organizations and NGOs. She was the founder of the Village Projects, and she has been very active also in supporting the work of her husband in AframGlobal organization. And so for these three wonderfully committed and powerful ladies to get together was an absolute thrill. On this photo, standing in the very center, is Mr. Daouda Toure, who is the founder and CEO of AframGlobal organization. And of course, you have already met Elizabeth Stephenson, who is standing next to him here. And of course, in the red shirt here is Miss Joyce Oneko from Kenya. This was a wonderful opportunity for Daouda and Joyce and Elizabeth to all share the work that they're doing in their respective NGOs, and particularly to talk about some of the needs of various parts of Africa, both East Africa and West Africa, and to talk about how opportunities for making a difference actually exist for all of us. This is another photo here of Dr. Gloria Willingham-Toure, who really likes to take on the role more of a listener in these kinds of meetings, particularly when she's having the opportunity to learn more about the work that is needed and the work that goes on in all parts of Africa. Dr. Toure has spent time in South Africa. She has developed networks in East Africa and in West Africa, and so she is learning a lot about the entire continent, and in learning about the entire continent, she is beginning to identify some commonalities in the needs across the continent, and she's also very much involved with the Worldwide Network for Gender Empowerment, which really looks particularly at the empowerment of women around the world and looking at some of the commonalities and some of the work that they're doing that could be shared across borders. And in this beautiful photo, we have a portrait here again of Elizabeth Stephenson and Joyce Oneko, as they are really standing in the doorway and about to say goodbye to Daouda Toure and to Dr. Gloria Willingham-Toure as the day has drawn to a close. This brief meeting really was an opportunity to share the work that they are all involved in, to learn more about each other as human beings, and to begin to see where there might be some intersections in the work that they are all involved in. Joyce particularly being involved in women's issues, and with Daouda being particularly interested in seeing that women in West Africa really have a voice, more of a voice than what he thinks they currently have, and particularly his concern is in Guinea, West Africa.